All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2024. Great to see your faces. It was so weird for me last Tuesday night. I kept feeling like I was forgetting something. I kept feeling like I was supposed to be somewhere. I kept feeling like that you guys were all somewhere I wasn't, which was really the case, right? But uh it was so weird. So I'm like, I'm happy to be in the groove. It's our normal Tuesday night. Here we are. We're back again. I thought the break was going to feel a heck of a lot longer. It didn't. It went very quick. I saw the funniest meme, I think, on Instagram that said, like, anybody else kind of not know what to do with themselves that week between Christmas and New Year's? Like, am I supposed to relax? Should I be working? Should I just do nothing? Like, I totally felt that. I felt that that is the weirdest week of the year. Hey, guys, go. See what I mean? This is going to happen 10 times. I apologize ahead of time. Look, I'm just real. Um, but I totally felt that last week. It's kind of that week where I'm just like, I kind of feel like a waste of space, kind of feel like I deserve to relax, kind of feel like I should be somewhere. It's really weird. So I'm very excited about the new year. I'm happy to be here. It is great to see you. And I am really, really excited to get our businesses rolling into the new year. So happy new year. Thank you for joining us tonight. Um, Before we do anything, can can we just can somebody else be excited with me about this product? Hold on. I'm doing the old fashioned. I am so pumped about that product. The 3 fragrance flower bouquet, 6 ounces of oil in it. I am so pumped about it. And so we are going to, let's see, they start going on sale January 8th. January 8th. So that doesn't give us a ton of time in between now and then. Or no, I guess what I mean to say is it doesn't give us a ton of time to talk about it other than tonight, right? Because they go on sale next Monday. But that is one product that is very different than anything we've ever offered and a reason to reach out to your customers. If for no other reason, wishing your customers a happy new year if you haven't done that already. Letting them know the Valentine collection is coming out, but that you are most excited, if you are, most excited about this brand new product, because this really is something to be excited about. I have that teetering feeling of how well do I promote it and collect the pre-orders and hope that they're around for longer than 5 minutes. However, to every single person I collect a pre-order from, I will tell them I am not guaranteeing that I will secure it for you, but I will try my best to get it. And this at least puts you on the list for me to try to get it for you. And if I don't get them, I will refund your money. So anyhow, I'm just really pumped about that product. And you guys, okay, so we have the Heart Scent of the Month warmer this month, which will be for next month. But who's excited about Shamrock? Is that awesome? That warmer is going to do well. We really have not had a St. Patrick's Day warmer, maybe since Celtic Knot. And that really was, I don't even remember if that was really marketed as a St. Patrick's Day warmer, because I think it was a warmer of the month, but then it was in the catalog, I believe. But am I correct? We've not had a St. Patrick's Day warmer themed specifically for St. Patrick's Day. And so that warmer is going to do very, very well. And so that subscription people sign up for this month will get, not people, consultants that sign up for the subscription this month. That will be the warmer that they receive. So that's something that's exciting coming as well. Okay, what is coming? What do you need to be brought up to speed on? Well, let's talk about it. So right now, currently Bring Back My Bars are available through the end of the month. You know that. We've been talking about that. The new Bring Back My Bar voting for the ones that will come this summer is January 10th through the 12th. So Bring Back My Bar voting will be on your PWS from January 10th through the 12th. The top 200 fragrances from prior to June of 2022 will be in the running for Bring Back My Bar for the summer. Did I say that right? So you and your customers will have a chance to vote. Encourage your customers to vote for Bring Back My Bar because there is a very cool report on your workstation that will show you who voted for what. And that is a really helpful tool because even if the fragrance doesn't come back this time around for what they voted for, you have a list for all future releases based on what they were voting for. Okay. So if you have somebody that goes on and votes, like I have one customer who incessantly votes for Sweet Pea Vanilla. Thankfully, she now has a club because it's come back, but she was voting for it so much and I was able to see that. And so that report is very, very handy. That is in the reporting tab under, I'll tell you about it after the voting occurs. But what you need to know is have your customers go to your PWS and vote for Bring Back My Bar, January 10th through the 12th. Mardi Gras collection is available now. Your Valentine collection will be available starting next Monday. That's where the Pretty Flower will be available starting next Monday. And then something else to look forward to this month is we have the 101 Dalmatians LTO coming out. That big old puppy pile is what I'm going to call that warmer. It's just a puppy pile. And that is coming out this month. So that's something to look forward to. You can, of course, start promoting that and taking pre-orders for it. Or if you know of anybody who will love that, you can start taking pre-orders for that. The starter kit this month comes with brand new product, the dryer sheets. The dryer sheet scent will be in Clothesline. There's 80 sheets in the box. You use 1 to 2 per load of laundry. They act just like you're used to dryer sheets acting. They not only have fragrance, but they're also, they fight static and wrinkles. One-time use, 1 to 2 per load. Clothesline. Those are coming in the starter kits for January for $99. That's the additional little bonus item. In addition, this month, we have double half price host rewards this month. So anybody with a qualifying party of 200 or more will get double the half prices. So they'll either get, based on where their party falls, 2, 4, 6, 8 half price items based on where their party falls in line. So that's something that you can promote this month. Great reason to have people collect a group order for you, have a party for you, have a mobile party for you, take some testers into the office, into the break room, whatever. Collect orders. They're the host. They get double half price host rewards this month. Cool. Leaders, anything else I left off? The incentive period ends January 31st. So the 6-month incentive that we've been working toward earning, that ends January 31st. Then we have World Tour starting. Like we are going to be in the thick of this year in no time, because World Tour will start at the end of January and run till the beginning of March. And then we'll be full game, like getting ready, preparing for 20th anniversary convention. So it's going to be a very exciting year. I'm very, very excited. I cannot wait to see where this year takes us, you, me, our businesses, and I'm really excited to do it along with you guys. So let's talk about getting off on the right foot. Fresh start, beginning of the year, what are some of the things that you should know going into, because many of you started your businesses last year, not all of you, many of you started your businesses midway through last year. So this is your very first start of a fresh new year with your Scentsy business. And even for those of us that have been around for, I don't know, forever, it is still, I always feel like it's a new year, a fresh start. What do I want to start right off on the right foot at the beginning of the year doing this year? And so some of the things that are super important is tracking your expenses and your mileage starting beginning of the year. So whether that is creating an envelope that's January through December that you file your receipts in that have to do with your business, or track any of your expenses that have to do with your business, keeping track of those on a monthly basis really, really helps you at tax time. Mileage, having a system for tracking your mileage, really, really important. So you're going to do a delivery, you're out and about running to do deliveries, track your miles. Odometer readings is really crucial. I'm not a tax professional, but it's important. So tracking your miles, tracking your expenses. I will share with you, this is what I was saying at the beginning of the call that I was going to share with you. I will put it on the Together We Scent page after this call, but I even have a handy dandy expense tracker. Hold on, I'm showing you the old fashioned way. I have an expense tracker for you that even has 2 boxes down at the bottom for any stock. Like if there's any stock that you would like to list, or any stock maybe that you bought to have as a demo or whatever. But there's an expense tracker. So if you don't know where to get started, this at least can get you started for tracking your expenses with regards to your business. So if you had to buy, or you did buy, not had to, but you did buy molds to make samples, or baggies to make samples, or whatever, that would be a line item for your January expenses. Baggies, here's how much, whatever. So I have that expense tracker for you. Something else that I will post in conjunction with that on Together We Scent is a really cool month at a glance kind of check. I don't want to call it a checklist because it's not a checklist, but it actually has categories that will be like, oh, I need to think about this. So on the month at a glance, and here's what it looks like, just so you guys can visualize what I'm telling you. Hold on. So it's got these boxes, okay? It has boxes. It's one sheet of paper, so you could have one of these for each month as well. For party or order hosts, fundraisers, coaching, which could be talking to team members or talking to prospective new consultants, join conversations, club conversations, VIP ideas, things to purchase, notes, and training ideas. This is a really cool little segmented, like when you ask yourself that question, like, oh, I feel like I should be working my business, but I don't really know what to do, or I don't know where to start. Well, tracking some of these things, like, okay, how many people have I talked to about Scentsy Club this week, this month? And keeping track of who you've talked about Scentsy Club with. This becomes very, very handy once you have a couple months worth of this information, because you can track who you have talked to about what with regards to your business. You can do that with potential hosts. You could do that with potential fundraisers. So these boxes don't necessarily have to mean, oh, well, here's the fundraisers I have going on this month. No, you could use the fundraiser box as, here's who I've talked to about fundraisers this month. Here's who I've talked to about joining Scentsy or starting a Scentsy business this month. Here's who I've talked to about starting a Scentsy Club. Anybody that gets hooked on Bring Back My Bars this month, Scentsy Club is an automatic conversation for you to have with them. Second to, if they fall in love with a scent, starting their own business. All right, Scentsy Club comes second after starting your own business. Any ideas that you have or that you see on social media that you can share with your VIP customers, one thing that people love, and you probably will agree with this just from your own personal consumption on social media, but people love tips, tricks, and hacks. Don't they? That is something people love. Quick little 10-second, 10-second video of you doing something, or of you showing them something. You don't even have to show your face. And if you don't want to make a video, just something helpful. How to change your wax, how to get wax off the wall when your kid bumps into to a mini warmer. And does everybody know how to do that? You know that our wax is amazing and scrapes up very, very easily with like the edge of a credit card or a license. But if it's on the wall, you can take a hair dryer and some paper towel and you can get it off the wall that way. But showing little tips and tricks and hacks like that, people are obsessed with learning that kind of information. But that might be something you come across on social media and you're like, hey, that would be a really good idea to share with my customers. You could track it in the VIP ideas box on here. Things to buy, that's pretty self-explanatory. Any trainings that you took or any things that you're like, I want to learn more about Canva. I want to learn more about how to do a fundraiser with Scentsy, whatever those things are. Track that on here. I will provide you with this sheet to get you off on the right foot for the year. What are some of the other things that you guys would say are beginning of the year things that you do? Aside from tracking mileage, expenses, getting off on the right foot with those. What would you guys say are like and I'm really posing this question to the veterans. Like, what is something that you're like, okay, new year, I'm Mary Jane.
I order all my business supplies the very first day I can, so I can get my sample started and everything labeled and ready to go.
So what do you mean?
My catalogs, well, I order wax if it's on, ready.
Yeah.
More order forms, because 90%, most of the time it's 10% off. So I get my showcase tear off sheets, I get my showcase brochures, my catalogs, order forms. The guide, what do you call it?
Well, I think some of what you're saying is for transition time.
Right.
But like beginning of the year, first couple days of the month
Okay.
of the year,
Sorry.
like what
Misunderstood.
are the things that right? Because you have the entire year to carry on the system that you start now. You don't have to work backwards at all. You don't have to be like, well, shoot, I started my business in August. And so this is your first full year with Scentsy, or it's a new year. What are some of the things that you do to kind of get your business ready to go, bookkeeping wise, or tracking wise, or routine wise, or consistency wise?
Get my systems, print off the spreadsheets for the new year. Tell everybody Happy New Year. Go through all of my receipts, and everybody in November and December get a hold of in January, and then every month.
So one of my favorite things to recommend for beginning of the year is if you do not have some form of a system for reaching out to your customers at any given time, that either means you have all of their email addresses in your address book, you have all of their email addresses in a group that you are able to just email as a group, or their numbers, their text message numbers in a group, or a newsletter that you send, some way that if Scentsy said tomorrow, every single wax bar will be $1. This is not happening, you guys. But if Scentsy said tomorrow, every wax bar will be $1 for 24 hours, how would you communicate that out to your customers? You want to be, and I want you to think about this. I want you to hear my voice in your head. I want you to think about this. If Scentsy launched with only 24-hour notice, a $1 bar sale tomorrow, how would you reach out and let everybody that has bought Scentsy from you know? Debbie.
Well, so what I've wanted to do for 10 years, and maybe I'll do it this year, is I want to get an index card. One set, write each scent on a card, have them in alphabetical order, and write the names of customers who have purchased that scent. So if something like that were to happen, could reach out or bring back my bar. I use Project Broadcast. So that is a quick way to reach out to everybody. If you don't know what that is, we can probably talk about that another time. I wanted to say one more thing though about the business supplies.
Yep.
We've said this a few times, but for those of you that maybe not have heard it, it's really helpful if you create a customer that says business supplies 2024, and every time you order business supplies, use that as your customer, so that way at tax time it's easier to find all of your expenses.
Yep, it is. And that's a good thing to bring up again, because you're going to be preparing for taxes for the upcoming tax season, right, for 2023. What's nice is if you did that for 2023, you're able to run a customer, you would type in whatever your customer's name is, right? Office supplies or Mine's Family Store or consultant supplies or whatever that customer's name is in your workstation. And you can just print off, here's what they purchased for the year, but it's actually your business expenses and supplies. So it makes it very, very easy for you. So you'll, if you did it last year that way, now's the time that you can print that off to include with your taxes for this year. If you didn't, or didn't know about doing that, it's a fresh new year, fresh start. Start doing it that way this year. Anytime you order business supplies on your workstation, to put it under the same name, same cart name, if that makes sense, whatever you want it to be. And then it makes it very easy for expense tracking at the end of the year. So just another system. I don't expect that consultants that are newer will start automatically out of the gate using Project Broadcast. I didn't start using Project Broadcast until the 14th year of my business. Now, granted, it wasn't around when I started, but the reason I started using Project Broadcast is because I had so many contacts and not an easy way to contact them. If you are newer to the business, you may have 20 people that have purchased from you, 30 people that have purchased from you. More manageable amount of customers. And I say manageable because if you get them into a system now, whatever that system is, whatever the system is, maybe in your phone, they're designated as a customer. Like in my case, all my customers in my phone have the prefix to their name of CUS. So when I type in a new contact in my phone, it says CUS space Debbie, if that was her first name, and then how I met her or what we talked about last. But anyway, it's the CUS part that in this case, this is important. Because if you needed to contact your customers, all you'd have to do is type in CUS into your contact list, and all your customers would come out, would drop out. Then you could click on their name and send them a text message. Click on their name, send them a text message. That's kind of the manual way of keeping your customers in the loop of what's going on. There are, like I said, other programs that can help you streamline that, like Project Broadcast or Constant Contact is a newsletter sending service. And I believe it's free if you have, I haven't looked recently, so I don't want you to quote me, but let's just say it used to be like you could use Constant Contact for up to 100 people for free. So looking at Constant Contact or Mad Mimi or MailChimp, if that's even still around, those are newsletter services that you can send newsletters to your customers weekly, monthly, so long as their email addresses are put into the system. You may end up you may start doing something like that and decide, okay, well, now that I've got the hang of keeping my customers in the loop, I'm going to do it this way or whatever. But it doesn't matter what the system is, so long as you have a system. It is something I wish I would have been better at right from the get-go. I wish somebody would have drilled it into my head when I started my Scentsy business, how important it was to retain customer information and have a system to contact them. I wish. Because it wasn't until 14 years in that I was like, okay, I really, really need some kind of contact management way to contact my customers. So that if Scentsy, because I was being left in the dust, because Scentsy would notify us that there was some big sale happening. And I didn't have a way to reach out to them on the fly because I didn't have their email addresses saved somewhere that was quick and easy for me to contact them. And when I started, we weren't really texting. We weren't texting when I started my business. And so I didn't really have, a good way to text people. And so, so getting a system to contact people, if Scentsy said tomorrow, every bar is $1, I want you to I'm drilling that home. Have a way to contact your customers on the fly. Okay. You cannot rely just solely on posting on social media and on your VIP pages or on your personal or public page. You just can't. People are not seeing every post, and people are not visiting social media or I don't want to say not visiting social media. Everybody is still consuming social media, but you can't have that be the only way that you contact people. Just like when we had, I don't know, 6 months ago, a Facebook outage and Facebook was down for a huge amount of subscribers, so many consultants were like, oh, shoot, all my customers are in my VIP group. I don't have their cell phone numbers. I don't have their email addresses. How can I contact them? If Facebook went down tomorrow and all of your customers, you relied on being able to contact them via Facebook, that would hurt. Getting contact information that you have in your possession is the safest and best way to never lose your contact list. Okay? Because Facebook could pull the plug tomorrow, and anybody on my VIP page, if I don't have them saved in my phone otherwise, I may not be able to reach out to them. Okay, let me catch up really quickly on the chat. And Project Broadcast does have a very minimal plan for a very, low number of texts that you want to send out. Like, they have a low level plan. It's something though that you want to, and for anybody that doesn't know what Project Broadcast is, it is, you set up the message, you write the message one time, and anybody whose phone number is in your Project Broadcast, it will send that message at whatever time you schedule it for. That's what Project Broadcast is. You're writing the message once, you're scheduling it once and hitting send once, and it goes out to whoever's numbers that you have in whoever phone numbers you have in Project Broadcast. But I made a mistake a long time ago. People told me you need to sign up for Project Broadcast. And so I did, and I wasn't ready to learn it, and I didn't make time to learn it, but I still was paying for it, and I paid for it for, I don't know, probably a year, and then decided I'm not using Project Broadcast, and so I canceled it. And what I didn't know is that the moment you cancel, you lose every one of your banked credits. So all 12 months of credits that I paid for with Project Broadcast, because I was like, forget it, I'm just going to cancel my subscription, I lost them all. Well, guess what? I ended up signing back up for Project Broadcast about, I don't know, 2 months later, and I had to start fresh. So that was a complete waste of money. If you decide to try Project Broadcast, just know that once you subscribe, you bank those credits. Do not cancel your subscription. That's just a little public service announcement, unless you've used those credits. Okay, I got off on a tangent. I think I've drilled it home. You want a way to be able to contact customers. Staying in front of them. It really dawned on me over the last week when I was like, there are text messages that I receive from certain companies every single day. And though I don't click on those text messages that come in every single day, their name of their company is still showing up on my phone every single day. And I don't get rid of them because there will be a time when I need to buy something from them. And I will want to be able to still have the coupon code they're sending or the discount or know about the sale that they're, and I'm not annoyed by it. If I don't want to open it, I'm not going to open it. If I'm not going to buy a ruggable rug today, I don't need to open the text message. But when I'm ready to buy a ruggable rug, I know that I can look at the text message and see the latest promotion or information that they sent me. What it did make me realize was that I'm not staying in front of my customers enough. Because all of these companies that are texting me every single day aren't wrong. Right? And if everybody truly was so annoyed by that, either one, they stop subscribing, they unsubscribe, or they ignore it. But they're still staying in front of me every single day. We are not annoying by keeping our customers in the loop. That is our job. If we don't keep them in the loop, somebody else will, and that is who will get the sale. So you are not annoying your customers enough, so long as you're being respectful. Don't text them at midnight. So I realized that I need to do a better job of staying in front of my customers and reminding them that I'm still here better than once to twice a month. Okay. What did I miss in the chat? Okay, let me check the chat. Okay, can you use it? Okay, Cindy, thank you for fielding the chat. I appreciate it. Flipping gears for a second, or flipping gears before we end the call. So January is here. Holidays are over. How are we going to get our sales for January? Because January sales you typically have to work for. People are out of the I'm buying gifts for everybody mode, right? And so we can't sit back and wait for people to purchase Scentsy. We have to make some things happen. So there's a couple leaders that are going to share with you some of the things that they are doing this month to generate some sales. And Debbie, I know you have wanted to share, but I don't know if you have something else to say too.
No, I was just telling my teenager to be quiet because they're playing video games and they're super loud. So what I'm doing it to try to earn the incentive, but you can do it just for regular sales too. I'm doing a Hawaiian theme, but you could do like a Happy New Year theme or getting ready for Valentine's Day or whatever you want. But I'm hosting a party at my house and I invited people to be their own hostess for their own party, but at my house. So basically what they're doing is they're bringing guests to my house. And I even told them, even if you can't make it, but you send guests to me, they order, and then they tell me who their like hostess is. And then that hostess gets sales credit for her, gets a credit and it'll be turned into her party. So they don't have to cook, bring snacks. They don't have to clean their house, but they can still take advantage of being a hostess. And then it has me having potentially a whole bunch of parties at one time in a 2-hour period rather than doing 5 different parties at 5 different houses.
Yeah. Love it. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, who else is going to share? Who else is doing something? Guys, there were at least
I always
3.
do a
Thank
mystery
you.
host in January.
Okay, so what does that mean, Cindy?
I usually create a event page or group page on Facebook. I do it all virtually, and I kind of just run a party, and whoever places an order within those 10 days will get entered into the mystery host. And then I pull a winner at the end, and they get all the rewards for the party.
Thank you, Cindy. Janie.
I'm doing a fragrance flower coloring contest, so to speak. So the month of January, they order a fragrance flower, take it home, color it, post it on my VIP page by February 1st, And on Valentine's Day, I'm going to pick, actually, I'm not gonna pick a winner. I'm just gonna, every name I'm gonna put her name and pull out a name. Cause I don't wanna say whose is prettier than the other. I'm just gonna pull out a name. It'll be live on Valentine's Day, and they're gonna, the gift for me is $25 gift certificate with Scentsy.
And that is all communicated via private message.
Yeah.
So perfect. Thank you, Janie. What else? For generating sales. So Dawn put in the chat doing cleaning buckets, mystery host. Cleaning buckets are a great January promotion. You don't have to have the products in stock in order to promote a cleaning bucket. In fact, if you search Scentsy cleaning bucket on Facebook, pictures will come up for you to use to promote to your customers. And then based on however many cleaning buckets you sell, that's how much product you order. Cool. So a lot of times these promotions that you see consultants take pictures of and run, it doesn't mean they have product on hand necessarily that they're fulfilling these orders with. You can post a picture and say, who wants a cleaning bucket? And if you get 5 orders or 6 orders, you then can place the orders for that product and put the buckets together afterwards. Kristen Simpson said, I sold 5 cleaning buckets in an hour on Facebook. Cassie, your hand is up.
I did the New Year's mystery bag post, and I did it like at the end of December, but that I was doing it as my first order of January, and was able to get like 5 or 6 orders. So then I just placed that order today. So I don't have the product on hand yet. It's coming, and then I'll go to the Dollar Tree and get little gift bags and put bags together, and then just keep the receipt as a business expense, because then that's the supplies that I needed to put the gift bags together. So,
yep. And one of the things, you guys, if you hear nothing else from this call, just listen to me right now. One of the best ways to run your own sale at any time during the year, anytime, any month, any given time, and Cindy kind of dropped a nugget of this in the chat, is to use the clearance section of your PWS and promote it as a clearance sale. But what makes the sale effective is, so for instance, like Cindy said, New Year, January New Year clearance sale, taking pictures of like 6 to 10 of the items in the clearance section and posting them with your post. Because what I love about the clearance section is it shows the original price crossed off with the new price in red. That speaks sale to people. And the clearance section is always available. You always have the ability to run a clearance sale using items from the clearance. You don't have to have them on hand, right? Because if somebody orders it, that's what you are turning around and ordering for them. But using those pictures to promote your own clearance sale at any given time, any month, any time of the year is very, very, very effective. What an easy tool to run a sale at any time. And it's all in compliance. That's the beautiful thing. It's in compliance because it's just you highlighting the clearance section of your website. But it is way more effective when you include photos of items that are in the clearance section on sale than just saying, I'm having a clearance sale, here's the link. You have to have it. Not everybody's going to click the link. You have to entice them by showing them some of the things that are on sale. So them seeing a picture of a bar for $4.80, them seeing a $50 warmer crossed off and now it's $25, that is what will make somebody click on your clearance link. Same goes for when I get an email from Disney that says, oh, we're having a big sale. If Disney shows me a preview of some of the things on sale, I end up clicking in the email and going to the website. But when they don't show me a preview of what's on sale and it's just words, I don't end up clicking. That is just buyer behavior. Buyer behavior. Show them, put it in front of their face what it is that you are, give them a little taste of what you're offering to entice them. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to share or say? I could get excited about anything that we talk about, quite frankly. I was looking at Rand and she's giggling at me. And I know that she's probably thinking, you're cute and you get excited about the littlest things. And it's true. I do. Speaking of Rand, it's the first call of the year. I think that we should have a giveaway.
Absolutely, 100%. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
And the winner is this week.
Cindy Abraham.
Yay, Cindy. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. You guys, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending time with us on Tuesday nights. This call is recorded. It will be available. I will update the YouTube channel to get all of the recordings up to date. We do have virtual cubicle tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. It will be posted on the Together We Sent page for your information. And let's kick January off. Awesome. Get our systems in place, start the new year off with a bang, and let's make 2024 an awesome, awesome year. It is so great to see your faces, and it's great to be back. You guys have a great evening.